Ever wonder why fortune cookies never say, "Oops, wrong cookie"? Imagine for a moment the uproarious laughter that would ensue if, upon cracking open a fortune cookie, you discovered a message that read, "You will be crowned the next Miss Universe." Quite the prediction, especially if you're a middle-aged man with a beer belly and a fondness for flannel shirts. Or how about this little gem of misfortune? Today is your lucky day. You'll find a $100 bill on the street. Well, that sounds fantastic. Until you realize you're in the middle of the Sahara Desert on a camel trek. Not many wallets wandering around there, are there? And let's not forget the classic, "Your true love will reveal themselves today." A heartwarming fortune indeed. Unless you've been happily married for 20 years, that could lead to some interesting dinner conversation, don't you think? So, next time you crack open a fortune cookie, remember it might just be having an off day. You know you're having a bad day when your coffee needs a coffee. Picture this. It's a Monday morning, you're wearing your fresh, crisp white shirt, ready to conquer the world. But then, as if cued by some cosmic jester, the universe decides to play its favorite game. Let's see if they can handle this. And thus, the inevitable coffee spill saga begins. You're holding your steaming cup of liquid courage, the only thing between you and the cruel world. You take a sip, ready to embrace the day. But the coffee, like a rebellious teenager, decides to take a leap of faith, right onto your pristine white shirt. The brown stain spreads like a continent forming on your shirt, marking your territory in the world of klutzes. The struggle is real, folks. The aftermath? A frantic scramble for a wet wipe, a futile attempt to dab the stain away, and the silent acceptance of your fate. And that, my friends, is why we should always match our clothes to our coffee. Autocorrect, because who doesn't love sending a text that ends up in a totally different dimension? Welcome to the wild, wacky, and often downright weird world of autocorrect. It's like a virtual game of telephone, where what you type in and what pops out can be two entirely different things. Picture this, you're texting your boss about a delay in a project. You meant to say sorry for the hassle, but autocorrect in all its infinite wisdom changes it to sorry for the tassel. Suddenly, you're not just late on a project, you're also apparently apologizing for some sort of festive decoration. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Who among us hasn't had autocorrect twist an innocent message into something far more interesting? Like when you're trying to tell your friend that you're so excited to see them and autocorrect decides that you're actually so exfoliated. And let's not forget the dad who texted his child about the nice shirt they left at home, only for it to be autocorrected to rice shirt. Cue the confusion and the inevitable laughter. And then there's the classic ducking autocorrect. It's like the software has a strange obsession with waterfowl. Every time you try to express frustration, autocorrect turns you into a nature enthusiast. It's almost like your phone is trying to tell you to calm down and think about ducks instead. In this bizarre universe of autocorrect, your phone becomes a comedian, often at the most inappropriate times. It can be mortifying, sure, but it's also a source of endless entertainment. And let's face it, it's a brilliant conversation starter. "Oh, you won't believe what my autocorrect did today," is a line that's bound to get a laugh. So, remember, always double-check your texts, or you might just end up ordering duck for dinner. Because in the world of autocorrect, nothing is quite as it seems, and a simple text can take you on a wild ride of unexpected hilarity. If you ever feel useless, just remember that someone actually makes pairs of socks. Ah, the enigma of the missing socks. It's a mystery as old as time itself, or at least as old as the washing machine. You put a pair in, you expect a pair out. But no, the universe has other plans. One sock bravely emerges while the other vanishes into the abyss. But where do they go? Is there a secret sock society we don't know about? I've heard rumors of a sock monster that dwells in the drum of the washing machine. A creature of unspeakable fluff and unmatched appetite for cotton foot covers. It's a monster that doesn't discriminate between argyles, ankle socks, or even those fuzzy ones you got for Christmas. Its diet is as varied as the sock drawer itself. Then there's the theory of the secret sock party. Yes, you heard that right. A party where socks let loose and dance the night away. Imagine your missing sock sipping on fabric softener, shimmying to the rhythm of the spin cycle. It's quite the sock hop, if you will. Or perhaps there's a sock rebellion brewing, an uprising against the tyranny of being forever paired with another. A fight for individuality, for the right to be a single sock. After all, who are we to insist they always come in pairs? Maybe your missing sock just wanted a little me time. And let's not forget the theory of the sock dimension, a parallel universe where socks live out their wildest dreams. Think about it, your missing sock could be living it up on a beach somewhere, basking in the warm glow of a drier lint sun. So next time a sock goes missing, just remember it's probably off having more fun than you. It may have run off to join the sock circus, or perhaps it's simply taking a well-deserved vacation. Either way, it's out there living its best sock life. And really, can we blame it? Dieting is easy, it's like riding a bike, except the bike is on fire, and you're on fire, and everything is on fire. Ah, dieting. The one thing we all love to hate and hate to love. It's that magical time when a lettuce leaf starts looking like a 5-star gourmet meal and a single piece of chocolate can cause a moral crisis comparable to a Shakespearean tragedy. You know, they say dieting is all about balance, but let's be real, the only thing we're balancing is our desperate craving for a donut against the guilt of breaking the diet. It's a delicate dance, my friends, a ballet of the belly, if you will. And then there's the cheat day. Oh, the glorious cheat day, that one day when you're allowed to eat what you want. It's like the parole day for your taste buds. But beware, it's a slippery slope. One moment you're enjoying a harmless slice of pizza, and the next thing you know, you're surrounded by empty ice cream tubs and chip packets, wondering where it all went wrong. But let's not forget the diet plans, those beautifully crafted documents of torture. They promise a utopia of health and fitness, but the reality, a dystopia of kale smoothies and quinoa salads. They set these unrealistic expectations, like losing 10 pounds in a week, and you're left wondering if amputating a limb counts as weight loss. And don't even get me started on junk food. It's like that one ex who keeps showing up looking all delicious and tempting. You try to resist, but then it whispers sweet nothings like extra cheese and double chocolate, and you cave every single time. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all about making better choices, right? Like choosing to laugh at the absurdity of it all, because let's face it, life's too short to not enjoy a good meal, or a bad one for that matter. Remember, dieting might seem tough, but it's nothing a good pizza can't fix. Procrastinators unite tomorrow. Ah, the sweet, sweet art of procrastination. It's an art form that's been perfected by many, yet mastered by few. The beauty of it lies in the sheer creativity of the excuses we make. I'll start working once the clock hits an even number, says the hopeful procrastinator, only to realize that their clock is, unfortunately, digital. But let's delve deeper into the rabbit hole of procrastination. It's not just about avoiding work, oh no, that's too simple. It's about the strange, often hilarious things we end up doing instead. Ever find yourself organizing your entire wardrobe by color instead of writing that report? Or perhaps you've suddenly developed a keen interest in the migratory patterns of monarch butterflies when you're supposed to be filing your taxes. And let's not forget the classic procrasti-cleaning, the phenomenon where your room, office, or entire house becomes spotless because you've decided that cleaning is indeed a more pressing matter than finishing that project. You're not alone, dear procrastinators. We've all been there, scrubbing the tiles with a toothbrush or alphabetizing our spice rack, all in the noble pursuit of avoiding work. Of course, procrastinators are also time travel enthusiasts. They're always living in the future. I'll do it tomorrow, they say, with a confidence that would make even a superhero jealous. Tomorrow comes and goes, but for the procrastinator, it's always a day away. But here's the twist. Procrastinators are often quite productive. In avoiding one task, they end up accomplishing a dozen others. So, in a way, they're getting things done, just not the things they're supposed to be doing. So, if you're a procrastinator, don't worry. There's always tomorrow, or the day after, or maybe the day after that. Because in the world of procrastination, there's always another excuse, another distraction, and another tomorrow. Remember, procrastinators will rule the world, eventually.